So yesterday you should have written the first draft of your poems, and today we're going to look at editing and improving to get our final poem. So you're going to analyse your poem, which means you're going to study it in detail. You kind of need to imagine that it's not even your poem, it's someone else's. Check for rhythm and rhyme and make changes to improve your poem. Nothing is perfect first time around. We always can improve it somehow, or usually at least. So what is editing? Have a little think. So editing is when we go through a piece of writing, in this case, we check for mistakes first of all, and then we look at ways that it can be improved. Can we add anything? Do we need to take anything away? How can we make it better? So I want you to read your poem out loud. Do the rhythms and rhymes always work? Are you struggling to fit all the words in? Or is it just right? Is the descriptive language as best as it can be? Does it tell the story effectively? Have you used some of those phrases that we magpied the other day? So what I want you to do is, on the poem that you've got, with a different colour pen if you've got one, mark the bits that you're going to change. Just underline them or highlight them somehow. When you've done that, I want you to write out your edited and improved poem, your final poem. I will also put a blank document on purple mash so that you can use that to type your poem out and send it to me if you like, or photograph the poem that you wrote. But it'd be great to see some of these because I love reading these poems. Just to prove that this can be done, I had a go. So I'm going to read you mine just to show you that you can turn this last part of Beowulf into a poem. Long ago, the final Earl hid his treasure well, buried hidden from the world in a barrow on a lonely fell. A dragon fierce with eyes of fire found that hidden gold, for gold is what all dragons desire, and once found, onto it they hold. For 200 years the dragon slept, till a foolish slave arrived, stumbled on the treasure deep in the depths, and then he contrived to steal a cup of purest gold, bejewelled and precious it was, and this story would not need to be told were it not for the terrible cost. Roaring, screaming, belching fire, the dragon took to the sky. In every village he sent to the pyre, every villager died. Beowulf heard of his people's plight, and quickly raised a band of warriors ready for the fight. At least this is what he planned. He had his smiths forge a shield of iron to protect him from the flames. His armour still fit when it was tried on, and he remembered his fame. So when they reached the dragon's lair, and the beast flew out spewing heat, those warriors so brave and fair, a hasty retreat they did beat. Only Beowulf, young and brave, stayed to help his king, to fight that worm, its hellish cave, that fire-filled, smoke-belching thing. Long and hard they battled on, and finally the dragon was slain. This battle for Beowulf, his last one, his life began to wane. And so he died, and they carried him off, and buried in a mound by the sea. The dragon dead, thrown off a cliff, but the barrow for miles could be seen. Now everyone remembered that glorious lord, how he battled both beast and man. They remember the strength of his arm and his sword, and as the fairest ruler of a fair land. Really looking forward to seeing your poems. See you soon.